Are you bored of all the books in your home? Are your local libraries shut? What if I told you that you can find free books that you're interested in your area? Since the beginning of 2020, many of us have moved towards more traditional pastimes as social outings have been quelled. In the last year, book sales have skyrocketed, but with libraries shut, some people have seen their opportunities for new reading limited. We are Team Argy Bargy, and today we would like to present to you our new book sharing app, BookMeUp, which can hook you up with your next book. So now I'm going to pass you over to Natasha, who will give you a demo of our product.
Thanks, Cathal. Welcome to the BookMeUp website. This is our homepage where you can browse all of the books that are currently on the community bookshelf. There is more information about the site, including the developers team behind it. To use our website, you need to sign up. You need a username, an email address, a location, which can be as specific as a postcode or as general as a town, and a password. When you click Sign Me Up, you are immediately logged in and taken to the homepage. There's a search bar at the top where you can search by author, title, keyword, anything you like. A search of fantasy shows these 4 books are available, including their locations. For more details, you can see the book title, author, the name of the current user, a link to the location of where they are and where the book is, their email address, an excerpt, and even a link to read some reviews, which will take you to Amazon's reviews for that specific edition. Down here, there is a previously read by section, a library stamp that shows you all of the previous readers of this particular book. If you like it, click on request, and then you will be added to the library card stamp. There we are, mark in leaves. Now let's try adding our own book. You can either type in the ISBN number in here, or click on Go On, Scan It. This will load up your webcam, where you take your book, scan the ISBN barcode on the back of your book, and it will detect the barcode and enter it into the field automatically. Click Find My Book, check the details are correct, and finally click Submit. This will put your book onto the community bookshelf for others to find. We worked on making our website dynamic as well, so here is an example of what it would look like on a smaller screen, such as a mobile phone. I will now hand you over to Chris.
Thanks, Natasha, for that wonderful walkthrough of our lovely book sharing app. I'm just going to talk quickly about our team process. For us, we actually put as much importance on how we were going to build our app as what we were going to build. And as such, we started our project with a team charter. And in that team charter, we set an overarching goal, which was that we wanted to build an application that we'll all be confident and proud of. And so that means that we all understand the full code base throughout the whole project, and we could talk confidently to anyone about that. And that informed a lot of our decision-making about how we went about building our app. In terms of planning and scheduling, we used the Trello planning board. In here, we brainstormed all our feature ideas for our application. We did some estimation of how hard each feature or how complicated each feature would be to build. We then used agile processes to schedule those features into 2-day sprints and then allocate each feature to pairs of coders. All our development work was done in pairs, but we reconvened every morning, lunchtime and evening for a whole team catch up for planning and for retrospectives. The evening retrospectives in particular, we always ensured that kind of any learnings throughout the day were recorded in a GitHub wiki, and that we shared that with each other so that we all knew what was going on. I'll now hand over to Kiki, who will go into a bit more detail on our learnings.
Thank you, Chris. So I'll be talking about what we learned. Our project developed quite slowly initially, as we were focusing on writing well-tested and clean code. This concerned us to start with, but as we were moving quite slower than other projects, but we learned that this led to a sturdy base, which allowed easier development for future features. easier, definitely not easy development. As Chris mentioned, we agreed it was important for each member to understand all parts of our project. With this in mind, we decided to rotate pairs every half a day. This way, one pair would be the teacher, as they would have the knowledge from the previous rotation, and the others would be there to learn and bring in new knowledge. Almost every part of the project was new to us, as we were dealing with an entirely new tech stack, MERN. We spent a lot of our time researching, but we got there in the end and have finished the project with improved research skills, along with all our coding related learnings. Now over to Will for the challenges.
Thanks, Kiki. In terms of challenges, we often found that our task estimations were back to front. The easy tasks took far longer than we expected, which sometimes demoralized the team. Conversely, we found that the tasks we thought would take longer actually were comparatively a quicker process. This had the effect of invigorating the team. On one particular afternoon, 2 pairs went to fix the same problem. However, there were upsides to this, as it allowed us to break tasks down and helped our estimations. We also resolved to communicate if we branched off from our tasks to avoid this in future. We were anxious that we wouldn't end up with a flashy app. However, our main aim was our deeper learning, and we also managed to get our favorite features done in the end. The layout of our project with back end and front end did lead to, in the same repo, did lead to making it difficult to deploy. Over to Armin for our successes.
Thanks, Will. So yeah, our successes. We as a group felt that sticking to our consistent process throughout the project was something we were really proud of. We didn't fall to the pressure of getting features done and kept following a good coding standard. Almost all the project was test driven, as you can see from the abundance of green in our test coverage image. And my favorite part of testing was using Cypress, which automatically ran a test. As you can see in the GIF, it is signing in on its own. It was such a cool feature and it never got old to watch. Thank you for watching Argy Bargy's demo.